What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Torres, and if you're into book reviews, a bit of fitness, and just some lifestyle single mom content, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Today we are going to be reviewing The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Let's get into the review. So we're going to start with the cover first. I've got the newer cover. I don't know, I think I prefer this one. The previous cover was a little bit busy for me. It's cute. They're like watching the sunset or the sunrise, I don't know. And I actually just noticed this shadow, so it's like them like facing away from each other, like with their back towards each other, and the shadow is like the two of them kissing, which will give you a hint about, you know, what this book is about. So it's cute. I like the cover. The length of the book is my usual that I go for, like no more than 400 pages. There is an epilogue, which I love, and I'm including the epilogue in there. So the epilogue starts at 381 and it's about like 10 pages maybe. And the font size is average. It's not too thin. I don't like reading like this. Yeah, so this is a romance book, and like I said, these two have got their backs towards each other, which will give you a hint that this is an enemies to lovers trope. And in the top here it says the honeymoon of a lifetime with her sworn enemy. So this follows the life of Torres and Ethan. I forgot Ethan's surname, but basically Olive has a sister, and the story starts with Olive attending the sister's wedding. Ethan is Olive's brother-in-law's brother, so they're basically all gonna be a cute little family once Olive's sister is married. But then what happens is that at the reception, everybody falls sick. They have a food poisoning incident, except for Ethan and Olive. Ethan does not do buffets because y'all, oh my god. So Ethan doesn't do buffets, and I think Olive is allergic to seafood, like shellfish. So they decide that they're going to put in a special order for the two of them, and that's why they didn't get sick. And so Olive's sister has this luck, okay, that's like unimaginable. She wins everything, and so her whole wedding is just based off of everything she won: the dress, the venue, the food, the photographer, and the honeymoon. And because they end up getting sick, her and her husband end up getting sick, they obviously cannot go to this honeymoon, and it cannot be moved, it cannot be postponed. So she says, you know what, Ethan and Olive, you guys pretend to be the married couple because you share the same surname. Or Ethan, you share the same surname as your brother, and pretend to be me and your brother. And they decide, okay, you know what, we're gonna do this, we're gonna go on this. They also end up sharing a room together, which becomes weird because like it's a honeymoon suite, so obviously there's only one bed. They're not together, they supposedly hate each other, and so one of them ends up sleeping on the couch and the other one ends up sleeping on the bed. Throughout their stay at the resort, they obviously have to, while they're in public and not in their room, act like newlyweds and super in love and doting upon each other, which I would find to be very strange with someone that I don't like, and I know that they don't like me, but it ends up working out. We all know, okay, they end up falling in love with each other. We can see it in the shadow over there. They're smooching. But what I really liked about this book was that the twins are Latina, so a lot of the time the main characters are always white. I like that there's a family that's people of color as the main characters. I also like the interracial relationships between Olive's sister and her husband, and then Olive and the husband's brother. I'm all about interracial relationships, but that's a story for a freaking other day. Look, I love me some palm colored men, tall, bearded, tatted. Ethan is definitely, he's not described as tall or bearded or tatted, but that's just the palm colored men that I like. But anyways, moving right along, back to the book. They go to Hawaii. That is the location of this honeymoon. That's where the honeymoon takes place. They fall in love. It's a Latina family. I also love that Torres is described as having a bigger bust. She's curvier. A lot of the times when I'm reading a book and the main character is a white female, I just imagine like a blonde, skinny, no curve having girl. So they describe her as like curvy. She loves to eat. And she actually thought that Ethan didn't like her because the first time they interacted, she thought he was looking at her funny because she was eating cheese curds, and was like, this fat girl eating. But that was all made up. And when I say that was all made up, it was like made up in her head, and she thought that this guy was looking at her funny. That's definitely something I would do. Like, why are you looking at me funny? Because I'm eating cheese curds. You don't like fat girls eating cheese? You don't like fat girls eating? But yeah, that was all made up in her head. The thing about romance books that I don't like, as you can see, it's not tabbed. I didn't even underline a single thing because there are no like profound statements. Like, yeah. But do you read romance books for profound statements? I don't think so. I think you read romance books for like comfort and like snuggly warm feelings. I remember when I finished reading this, I had like an Instagram story up and I was like, this is so stinking cute. And it really was. It was so freaking cute. There are some sex scenes, but they're not like super explicit and descriptive. It's like cute. It's like fade to black scenes. Like if you were watching a movie, it would fade to the next scene. So if you're looking for like some dirty erotica, obviously this is not the book for that. Yeah, it's cute. I would give this like 4 stars, maybe even 3.75 stars. It's just cute. It's warm. I really like the way that it ends. There are some parts that I just thought I never saw that coming, because like a lot of the time I find like romance novels are just so predictable. There are some parts that I just thought, oh, this is getting so spicy. What? Yeah, I really love that. I really love that. I don't want to give you guys spoilers, although I gave you a quick synopsis of what happens in the story, but it's just a quick synopsis. There were no spoilers. I liked how it ended. Obviously we all know that Olive ends up with Ethan because like why would, like, it's a happily ever after. Like that's why we read romance novels, especially if you're single like myself. We want to know that happily ever afters still exist. If they don't exist right here in my reality, they gotta exist in this made up reality here, okay? So yeah, 4 stars, maybe 3.75 stars. Cute, enemies to lovers tropes. If you've read this, let me know what you think. And yeah, that's Christina Lauren. Oh, and I actually didn't know that Christina Lauren is not one person, it's 2 people. Hold on. Okay, so it says like right on the first page, Christina Lauren is a combined pen name of longtime writing partners / besties / soulmates and brain twins Christina Hobbs and Lauren Billings, the New York Times, USA Today, and #1 international best-selling authors of the Beautiful and Wild Season series and various standalone romances. That's very cool that you get to write with your bestie. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think like this year I'm really gonna try and read more fantasy. Not even more. I haven't read a single fantasy book. Like the only fantasy book that lives in my brain is Harry Potter, okay? Don't judge, I'm a huge Potterhead. I even sorted myself into the house Ravenclaw My brother's in Ravenclaw, my sister's in Ravenclaw, I'm in Ravenclaw. If I were to sort my child into a house, I think he'd be in Slytherin, the little shit. But anyways, if you have some suggestions of like where to start with like fantasy books, please suggest things that like involve black people, people of color, you know, because we exist. Yeah. Anyways, give this video a thumbs up, remember to subscribe, and I've got like something in the pipelines that I'm working on, so make sure to put that bell notification on so that you don't miss the announcements. Have a good day. Slay. Bye.